Hi, I'm Terrell Turner, the host of the Business Talk Library, and today I have another great guest on, and this guest comes to us from London, England. So I am very excited to have this guest on, Raj Goodman Anand. Welcome to the show.
Terrell, good to be here. Thank you.
Absolutely. Now, Raj, when I read your profile about, like I said, the business that you have, I think it is such a timely business that a lot of businesses are trying to really navigate the awesome service that you provide. And before we jump into that, I wanted to hear, what was your background before you started your current business?
So I'm an engineer by sort of training. I actually studied AI, did some research in AI at university. The funny thing is, when I did AI at uni, it was a new area actually at that time, 15 years back, and my mum thought that AI was a study of UFOs. So that's how old I think I am now. But yeah, so I studied AI and got into sort of um, management and then got into marketing and yeah, and then the rest is history. I mean, I've been doing marketing, digital marketing for now for 12 years now.
Awesome. Now, when you were studying AI, at the time, did anyone have any like idea or hint that, hey, AI was going to become this, I guess you say, integrated into everything that we do?
Great question, Terrell. I must say that when I was doing AI, a lot of our AI was not machine learning, which is what we currently use in social media and beyond. Because if we didn't have the computational power to actually store that much data and process it in real time, so a lot of our work was, I mean, my AI was actually in gaming. I was making smart bots so I can we can, as a computer, we could fight some really cool opponents, basically. That was what I was working on. But I would say we didn't think we might be able to get there soon, but actually with the uh, with the computational power being cheaper and faster, I think we managed to kind of achieve that at a very fast pace. And these times are very exciting.
Awesome, awesome. I mean, I guess were you ever surprised at like how fast it was evolving, or how fast we were able to achieve like new feats in this area?
Well, I've been doing some research around the space of innovation because that's the space I'm really in. And as we progress as a human race, the pace of innovation has grown quite a lot, sometimes exponentially. So what there was some really interesting data out there about how long it took us to kind of get from horses to cars, and then cars to jet engines, and jet engines to computers, and computers to like laptops, and then smart chips and everything else. And I think we are only, sort of not too far away from some really clever innovation happening, smaller, smarter, faster things coming our way in both computational power, but also, for example, rocketry, for example, exploration of space, helping us deliver things faster, getting things done faster. So, yeah, I mean, things are going to change rapidly. And if you're not on the pulse, we might miss it.
Awesome, awesome. Which, how was it that journey for you? I mean, just navigating from the different areas where you're using AI, you're, working in management, working in marketing, and then coming into Goodman Lantern. Like, what was it that really sparked it for you to say, hey, you know what? It's time to really move into my own firm.
Well, the story goes like this. I started my first business right out of university. I raised some capital, and it was in social media software business. So, think of it like a Facebook white label for large travel companies. Did that, didn't work out as a planned initially, and unfortunately, the company folded. Then wrote a book for Financial Times, and started working for a Spanish company as their chief innovation officer. Eventually became the CEO. Took them 7.5 million to 45 million euros of revenue, and a lot of that was driven by clever content marketing, a lot of storytelling. It's about, how can we get into accounts which we earlier couldn't? How could we innovate stuff which we, earlier couldn't? So in that process, in that way, I realized that actually storytelling, content marketing is super powerful. Also, I was taking 280 flights per year, traveling between Asia and Europe mainly, to sell, to innovate, to talk to teams, for example. It was really cumbersome. It was took a bit of a toll on my health, and I was like, listen, why don't I find a way to run a company doing content, but for myself and from a boat? That was my big ambition, run from a boat. Obviously, I'm still not on a boat. I'm still working from London, so it hasn't happened yet. But certainly, we're able to scale the company fairly well over the last 6 years. And today, we do native English content writing, mainly for B2B companies, and we help them scale better, grow faster, and obviously, sell their product in a better manner as well.
Awesome. Now, with all the, I guess you say the news or the updates or just the results that come out about, the results or the how effective content marketing is, do you find that a lot of businesses are starting to grasp the value of it faster, or are you having to educate some to help them get on board with the idea?
So content and marketing both have been around for donkeys of years. I mean, let's go back to the times of Napoleon. Napoleon used to write press releases and send them to the newspapers or the gazettes in order to get people on his side and win more wars and get more funding, for example, for that as well, and also support as well from the masses. So content in one form or the other has been there for several years, and it will be in other forms in the future as well. Often people don't realize the power of content till the time unless they actually see the value it creates for them to win customers, to get ambitious team members, to help them plan a company better, or to get into contracts they can't otherwise. Um, I think most companies today understand that good content is king. It takes a lot to prepare good content, and especially with busy company owners and team members, they don't have the time to do it, and rightly so. They're busy doing their own uh, business stuff, which is obviously to work on their product or service, or to sell their own service. Right, that's the main business they're really in. And so when we come in, we really focus on understanding our customers. So we try to understand their core values, their mission, their vision, and be authentic, so that we can emulate their voice and their tone in our content right for them, and become part of their team, as it were.
Awesome, awesome. So now, when a company is looking to do business with Goodman Lantern, what's the services that they can expect, or what are the areas that you guys specialize in?
So, well, overall, there are three areas of a business. There's this content um, creation, which is the part in the middle, and then we have content planning, and then we have content execution. So that's the three areas of our work. Planning is all about sort of strategies and what should be the right tone, the voice, what form of content, for example. Creation is to then create that content, whether it's, for example, for marketing, whether it's long form. So we do, when I say marketing content, that means things like articles, blogs, content which might go into your, say video production, the scripts for the videos, for example, or the podcast descriptions, for instance. Then you have long form content, which is well researched, really in depth. It takes a lot of effort to launch them, write them, like ghostwriting, for example, writing ebooks, research papers, that sort of stuff. And there's also a different kind of content, which is for e-commerce. So a lot of business to business companies, as well as B2C companies, have e-commerce sites, and you need product descriptions, inventory descriptions, help pages, and how to guides, for example. So our teams can do all these three different forms of content for them. And then it's execution. So social media needs, for example, someone to put it out there to get interaction and engagement going, for instance. So we help our customers to achieve this by bringing the right team members, bringing in the right project managers, the marketing executives, the writers and editors for our customers.
Awesome, awesome. So now, what have been some of the feedback that you hear, like from, if we were to talk to customers who have done business with you, what's some of the feedback or some of the results that they've seen from working with your company?
Well, I would say once a customer works with us, they realize that there is a way of working which is to, you know, form a partnership. We don't do short term. We don't do sort of like one-off things. That's not the way we work. Our way of working is to form a long-term partnership with the customers. So we only take contracts which are where we can actually make an impact for our customer, really help them free up their time, help them emulate, their tone, help them grow their business. So, I mean, as it happens, even during these really hard times we were talking about earlier, um, we've managed to retain our customers. Actually, we managed to grow in these times. We've grown fairly well during this year, to be honest. Uh, I think it was numbers were like 3x compared to last year. This year we have grown, which is unusual, but it's a testament of our belief in what content can do for our customers, and our customers trust us to do the right thing for them, and we support them. It's not only about a contract. Okay, this is a contract. This is what we need to do. We always go above and beyond what we commit to for our customers.
Awesome, awesome. So where can businesses find you online or find you on social media if they want to get in touch with you or see the great things that your company has going on?
So if you just Google search us, Goodman Lantern, you should hopefully find us top link. If you didn't, then there's something is wrong with our marketing, obviously. Not my content. This is not great, but you certainly should find us atop the link on Google, Bing, or anything else. To find me, use LinkedIn, Raj Goodman Anand. Please add me to your contacts. I'd love to hear from people. So do drop me a message as well.
Awesome, awesome. Well, before we wrap up, one question that I like to ask every guest that comes on is, when you think about, your journey, you think about where you've been, what you're doing, and you think about the future projection of where your business is going, what's two pieces of advice that you would pull out of your experiences that you would share with other entrepreneurs?
I think for me, what's really worked is number one is delegation, which is, it's not about making a job for yourself to work in the business. The idea is to work on the business. And only way you can do that is by bringing the right team members, assigning work to these team members, giving them trust and accountability and the opportunity to kind of grow themselves. So the more we can trust people and bring the right people in the company, the more we can grow as a company and as an organization. So bring them in, empower them, delegate things to those team members. Number two is education. I think a lot of times people feel that it's all about the hustle. Let's go out, work extra hard, work extra hours. But actually, people forget sometimes the value of learning, educating themselves about challenges which they're currently facing, and to overcome those challenges by learning from other people, from peers, from organizations, and also to invest in themselves. The best investment, if I have, for example, $100, I will invest all that money into education, because that is the most powerful way to grow fast and effectively.
Awesome. Well, Raj, thank you so much for coming on the show, telling us about, your background, your business, and sharing your advice and tips. We'll definitely include some links so all the viewers and the listeners can find you online, and they can also find you on social media. So thanks for coming on, Raj.
Thank you, Terrell. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you for tuning in to the Business Talk Library. If you like our content, be sure to follow us on social media. And if you want to see more of our exclusive content, you can subscribe and become a member on patreon.com/Business Talk Library. Hey, the Business Talk Library is the place where business makes sense.